Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 15th. And this week we are going to jump right in here. You have this Parenthood card that says helping your inner child will help you make money. You also have this next level card that says taking your finances and business to the next level. Really interesting. A lot of people have been getting this kind of next level type energy. I think this inner child card is encouraging you to be more curious about the way you make money. And again, this has come up for you over the past couple weeks, that a lot of you could be examining like what you've been doing for a long time, whatever that is, to make money, and you could be looking for better, ways to increase that, or different ways to present what you do. Whatever the case may be, doesn't really matter. I think that you are kind of trying to take it to the next level in general, and yeah, it looks really, really good to me. You have the Seven of Wands, the Chariot, and the Five of Wands. I just kind of feel like you're upgrading or changing something, or you could even be doing more of something with this Chariot card here. So, like let's say you have a business and, there are certain activities you do to make money. For whatever reason, on that Chariot, it's saying to you, that you could be doing more of something that you haven't been doing very much of, or, you could kind of be like doubling down on new things or new opportunities. And, again, I think that will be a very good thing for you. I do feel like some of you are just making big moves, really. Again, you have that next level card, and it says uncharted career demands constant evaluation and adjustment to succeed. And the Chariot can definitely be an adjustment. He is leaving that city behind him, and he doesn't really know where he's going. He's just going in a new direction so that he can set himself apart. And I feel for a lot of you, that's what you're doing. Again, a lot of people get this energy. You have the Star card here, by the way, and to me, this is very Pluto and Aquarius. We have Pluto, in Aquarius, and Pluto at the end of the year officially technically moves into Aquarius in November to stay for a long period of time. And I really feel that like one of the main energies that everybody will be dealing with Pluto and Aquarius is setting yourself apart in some way, making yourself unique or different, or kind of like listening to your inner voice more so that you can be unique. All those things kind of come up, and to me, it's just kind of like a collective vibe. Everybody gets a Chariot, so, and that's not a bad thing. It's a good card. It's a card of a victory, freedom, building momentum, good stuff. You have the Seven of Wands here. I think that Virgo has had a lot of lessons in regards to boundaries just in general. So, I feel for a lot of you, you've been experiencing lessons in like who you can trust, who you can let into your life, who you should set boundaries with, and all that other stuff. So I kind of feel this is just a continuation of that energy where you are learning how to work with boundaries, how to put up boundaries, all that other stuff. You have the Five of Wands as well. Five of Wands can be conflict and competition. I do feel like some of you have dealt with like conflict and competition, or have dealt with people who put you in conflict and competition. But I kind of see you kind of removing yourself from situations that cause conflict and competition. So I'm not too worried about this. I kind of see you like rising above the competition as well. Like I even, let me put it, I think there's a better way to put this, which is even before you let's say you're like have a competition at work, or there is competition for a position or in business. I think that you're doing things so that you set yourself apart from the competition with the Chariot. So there is no competition, if that makes sense, where it's like you're figuring out ways to kind of get around competition, right? You're doing things so that there is no competition. I hope that makes sense. But that's kind of what I get there on that card. So let's see what is going on here for you. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning, so I do feel like there could be some sort of passionate new beginning coming in for you with the Ace of Wands. I also feel that there could be a lot of expansion and growth coming in for you. If you do want love, there is a little bit of love here, going down. Emperor, Queen of Wands, someone finds you attractive. Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, definitely could be love. Could be a fire sign so far. Could be any sign, general reading. With the Chariot, you have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups definitely says exactly what I said, that more following your heart. I literally said that. Queen of Cups is about following your heart, following what your inner voice tells you. She has this big giant cup here, and that cup looks like a trophy. It doesn't really look like a cup. And I always say that she really follows her heart. Her heart tells her to do something, and that's what she does. With the Five of Wands, you have the Five of Cups. This is like, the Five of Wands with the Five of Cups is definitely regret, sadness. You could feel like you're missing out on something, but again, at the same time, I feel like you are finding another way to do something here in your life. If he just turns around, he sees these two cups, but he also gets this bridge and the castle over here. So he doesn't just get the two cups on the Five of Cups. He gets the bridge and the castle as well. And so it's almost like something was a disappointment, or there is a lot of competition for something that you want in your life. And I feel like this is more about you kind of like turning around and seeing another way of doing things, if that makes sense. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this hindrance card. It says, fate has blocked this path for you. You have this Swerving card. It says, your secrets are safe. So if you have any secrets, I guess they're safe. But, again, I kind of do get that feeling with the Five of Wands and Five of Cups that something, a certain idea or project that you've had maybe hasn't taken off, or maybe a certain direction in your life hasn't been going according to plan. But I feel like you're kind of like revisiting something, or going in a new direction. So there could have been some disappointment in the recent past where something you really wanted didn't come through. And we have 555, by the way. So 555 right here. I didn't even notice this 5 up here. And it's so again, 555 is a big change, or change coming in for you. But the Five of Pentacles, like feeling left out in the cold. I just feel like, again, that some of you have experienced something not working out according to plan, or not going how you wanted it to. But this reading is really kind of like a blessing in disguise reading, I would say. I don't think that's 100% accurate. I don't think it's, maybe for some of you it's a blessing in disguise, but it just feels like, to me, that something hasn't been working out, or hasn't worked out for you in the recent past, and now something new and better is kind of like coming in for you. So, that looks really good. You have the Queen of Wands, again, very attractive at this time, Virgo. So if you want love, I would put yourself out there for sure. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Queen of Wands is the card of seduction. So it just says if you put yourself out there in public, or if you go meet new people, then you, of course, could find love. You have the Two of Cups in this row as well. I also do feel that you need to be willing to learn as you go. So for those of you that are working on like new projects or new career directions, it's a card that says you're not going to know how to do everything that you want to do. You're just going to have to learn as you go. You have the Two of Cups again. Could be a perfect match coming in for you. So I do feel for some of you that if you're looking for love, this could be a perfect match. Usually Two of Cups is like someone who's very different than your usual type. So it could be just someone who's different than your usual type. I also feel that the Two of Cups sometimes is you and your higher self. It's basically your higher self is trying to communicate with you. Your higher self is trying to tell you something. Could be through dreams, daydreams, night dreams, whatever. So I would pay attention to any messages that you're getting, especially with 555 as well, showing up here. I would pay attention to any kind of like messages that you're receiving about whatever questions you have, because I feel these answers are coming for questions that you have very specifically, and I would definitely pay attention to that. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think something was too slow here with the Knight of Pentacles. So it's almost like something was really slow, whatever hasn't worked out for you. And again, if you don't have that story, I don't think this is saying that something isn't going to work out for you. I feel like this already happened. So if nothing has happened, then good, then nothing is going to happen, just so you know. But if you did deal with the situation where something that you feel like you wanted didn't work out, or it was moving too slowly, again, I think you're about to get something that's going to move very quickly. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is how everybody's going to change their fortunes right now. I mean, I think that it's very obvious, at least to me, that the energies and the readings and also the astrology really are asking people to like be bold, be assertive, really go for things, really make the changes. But we have to kind of like face the fears of not being good enough, the fears of knowing the answers. The Queen of Wands, again, has to learn as she goes. So anything that she wants to accomplish, she has no clue what she's doing. She has to learn as she goes. She has to figure it out. So that is fear, right? That causes fear for sure. And with the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is always spinning in our lives, but we can choose the direction of the wheel by, taking action, by learning, educating ourselves. I always say double down on the good stuff, get rid of the bad stuff quickly with the Wheel of Fortune. Don't let things turn into bigger issues, right? And if we do those things, we will be much more successful with the Wheel of Fortune. With the Two of Cups, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands about taking the lead. So I feel like for some of you, the Two of Wands is saying it's time for you to like take the lead on things that matter to you. It's time for you to take the lead on things that could lead to, more growth, more success, more abundance. And I feel like if you do that, you will be very successful with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands about leaving a comfort zone as well. And I kind of get that for you, where there is a lot for you about looking at the comfort zones you've developed, but especially in work, even if you're retired, like, I'm sure you still work on things, right? And so the Two of Wands says, like, are there things that you have always done in work, and like, how can you grow? Like, I think if you're being honest with yourself, can you look at your work, what you work on, and even if it's just your health or something, and can you look at it and say, okay, I've been doing the same thing for a very long time and it hasn't changed, so I need to change. That's what the Two of Wands basically asks us. It says sometimes we need to be the one to leave this castle at the top here. We need to be the one to make the change, and that's what I feel is going on here. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Thief card. It says loss, abandonment, disappearance. I think someone did abandon you, or you maybe experienced abandonment, and that could be causing problems in relationships, but it looks to me like you have a very good, solid connection coming in. You have this family room. It says private family members, comfortable matter kept secret, inner soul, intimacy. So I kind of feel like there's like a new connection that's coming in for you. So again, if you are attracting new love, I feel that this is a person who will not abandon you. I feel Three of Pentacles is amazing because, especially in love, I like the Three of Pentacles. It really represents a person who wants to put in the work, a person who wants to kind of like work towards the same stuff. This is a common goal that these three people have. So you could be attracting a person where it's like you have common ideas about relationships. This is also very good for work. Again, I really do feel this reading is mostly about work and you taking your work to the next level, like that next level card says. And the Three of Pentacles is showing your work, which a lot of people get now, again, because I think it's time to show our work. We had Pluto and Capricorn for a long time. Capricorn is very about education. Capricorn is very much about learning how to do things in a lot of ways. It's the goat climbing the mountain. And so, we basically started as baby goats, 20-something years ago, and now we've climbed mountains. We've done something hard over the past 20-something years, and now we have to show the world what we're made of. That is like the collective energy, right? So there's like something you have to show off, and like literally there's no mistakes in astrology. This is why Aquarius comes after Capricorn, I'm convinced, because Aquarius is a star, which is like make yourself the star. Make yourself the person that gets attention for whatever you did. It literally shows up right here in your reading. So I would be doing something. You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. Good things coming in after a difficult period of time. Also really good for love. So again, if you want to have a family in the future or want to meet a person that you can be with, this is obviously a very solid connection that could be coming in for you. I also feel that there just could be blessings coming in for you. Again, we have the star, which could represent blessings. Could be attracting an emperor if you're looking for love. And if you're not, and even if you are, the emperor can just represent you taking action. I think that you need to take action on, showing some skills that you've developed over the years, or, something that you've learned how to do. And it's kind of like you're showing the world what you're made of, which again, like I said, pretty much everyone is doing this right now anyway. So that makes sense to me. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands is about being spontaneous and flexible. So I think you are working towards a big goal, wish, or dream, and like how you get there, it doesn't really matter. This card says be spontaneous. If you are working towards something and there's a sudden change or a different direction, just move towards the change. Don't worry if things are changing or moving in different directions or anything like that. Just pay attention. And what I would say is stay flexible as well with the Knight of Wands. I think that will be very helpful. It's also, funny enough, the Knight of Wands, he is fearless, right? So we were talking about fear with the Queen of Wands and that Wheel of Fortune. These don't have to be big, giant fears. These could just be little things that, make you nervous. And I think it would be time to push through that. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Tower. Everybody's had the Tower again. Again, the month of April has been one giant Tower moment. So, I think it just is what it is. This could be a pleasant surprise, though. I mean, it is coming up with the Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So this could be a surprise. Like, you could be surprisingly meeting a person. Maybe you say you don't want love, but you do meet a person. And you're like, okay, well, this is a surprise. This is different. So there definitely could be a surprise coming in for you with the Tower. With the Emperor, you have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I think you just need to take an action. Any action would be very beneficial for you, Virgo, with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is like being spoiled for choice, but, I always say there are good things and bad things in those Seven Cups. and he is looking up at those cups and saying there are good things and bad things in those cups. But really, he just needs to bring those cups down to earth. He needs to manifest them here on earth and see what happens. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you can daydream all day long about what will happen if you take action on something, but until you actually take action, you're not going to know, how things are going to turn out. So I feel it's saying take action. Next, in the area of the good stuff, this is going to be good no matter what. You have this card that says, as the moon grows, so can your wealth, health, and happiness. Stay positive, really good. You have this family card that says, time to get back in touch with your loved ones that you have been away from. So if you have been away from loved ones, now it's time to get back in touch. I also am getting something. And again, we have that family room card, so you definitely could be getting back in touch with people. It doesn't have to just be family, it could be people you were close with, or people that you've known, and you could be getting back in touch with those people. And I feel this could be just very supportive, make you feel good. I also feel you could be getting in touch with, you could be finding a person that you could have a family with as well. You have the Three of Swords, Star, and the Page of Swords. I mean, there's a lot of healing going on in this row. And again, we have Mercury retrograde. We do tend to focus on healing during Mercury retrogrades. It's a good time for resting, relaxing, recovering, doing all that other stuff. And again, the Three of Swords is coming up in the good stuff. So this would say that you are healing from something. And I do kind of feel that some of you could be getting closure here from a past person. Wheel of Fortune can represent a past person returning. Tower would be a surprise. Again, I am not saying that you are going to get back with this person. I don't think you are. But, this could just be closure. You could be getting an apology or learning something from a person. You have the Star card. The Star can represent blessings. It's hope, faith, renewal, resting, relaxing, recovering. But I do feel that there are blessings coming in for you in this reading. I kind of feel that the blessings are going to come from showing your work, like I said with that Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is quality work, having done a good job. So, I feel that for you. I really wish the Magician kind of would have shown up in this reading in a lot of ways, because this reading almost feels like a reinvention, like you are reinventing yourself, or you are kind of showing yourself in a different way. It's kind of like a weird time, because I don't know if anyone's noticed, but there are some celebrities that are trying to reinvent themselves right now, and it's not going very well for them. And so it's kind of like a weird time. I think we need, but maybe it's because they're not being authentic, right? So we need to make sure that the reinventions that we are going through are authentic, or people can tell when it's not. You have this Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about being curious. And you started with that inner child card. Page of Swords is your inner child, basically. So I think that would be an amazing time to follow your instincts, follow your inspirations. Like if you're excited about something, or if you're interested in doing something, then the Page of Swords says follow your curiosity. It will lead to a lot of success. So, that's kind of what I'm getting there. With the Three of Swords, you have the Four Cups here. I think you're finally getting something you want. Four Cups is about disappointments, and, it's really the card of contemplation and apathy. He has been trying to manifest something in his life. Could be anything that you've been trying to manifest, and he's not getting it. He's been disappointed with the results, those Three Cups. But there's one last cup that's reaching out to him. And again, I kind of do feel there is one last chance coming in for you that is going to be a really solid opportunity, more or less. With the Star, you have the Emperor. Yeah, you could really be attracting a solid person here. So for those of you that do want love, I feel you really could be surprised by, this could be a surprise. And again, this is how we want the tarot to be, by the way. Tower to the Star. literally the Star comes up after the Tower in the Major Arcana, in the order of the Major Arcana. And the Star represents healing from a Tower moment. So clearly, like I said, this is if it is a Tower moment, it's something that's already happened, and you are going through the healing. With the Page of Swords, you have the Fool. Yeah, I feel like you're just ready for something new. This reading kind of is just talking about new beginnings. But I think it's not really a new beginning. It's more like a new beginning at the next level. So, if you're leveling up in life, like that next level card says, then obviously there are, then you are kind of starting something new. You have this cat. It says Two-Faced Friends. Every single person has been getting these cards like this, Two-Faced Friend. There's a gossip card and all sorts of stuff in that deck. And so I would say I would be careful of people, especially if you have a feeling, right? You have this card that says, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Yes, I feel like you need to keep raising the bar, with that next level card is what I would say. You have this happiness card. I do feel that there's probably a lot of happiness coming in for you. I think like maybe not this month, but over the next few months, I feel you feel a sense of relief and like things are going more in your favor. So, again, I think there is happiness coming in for you. You have this wish will not be granted card. Again, I think I said it at the beginning of the reading. I feel like there's something that you thought you wanted that didn't work out. Could be anything. For a lot of you, I feel it's work or business related. For others, it could be love. And again, I think this didn't work out for a reason. It's almost a blessing in disguise. I hesitate to say that because it's not really a blessing in disguise. I don't think that's the right word for it. But again, I think that maybe, well, kind of, but I think that there's something better for you. And that's it. You have this older man card. It says dealings or relationships with an older man. You have this money path card. It says a path with money is waiting for you to find it. So some of you, this older man could be like a mentor or something like that, or just a person who gives you good advice, or like a teacher, or even like a parent or something like that. And so I would listen to those people because, again, they could be showing you a path with money, or there could be a path with money coming in for you. I feel like even without this person, that there is a path with money waiting for you to find it. It's that next level card. So I think you're ready to take something to the next level. I think that the energy for earth signs, I'll leave you with this. The energy for earth signs is very simple. There's a story you've been telling yourself for 20 years. That story needs to change, whatever it is. So look at the things, look at the things that keep happening over in your life and change those things, right? Make them better, enhance them. Sometimes things repeat and they're good. Sometimes good things can repeat. So how can you enhance it? How can you get more out of it every time something positive repeats in your life? Or, how can you double down on it, right? And you're gonna have to figure it out, right? People always ask me, how do I double down? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not you. You have to do your research and learn about it, but, figure it out and you'll be happy that you did. So this looks in, maybe I'll leave you with this as well. Maybe this is saying with the Wheel of Fortune as well, that you are taking control of your destiny in the sense that you are taking control of your story. And so I love that for you, Virgo. But thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.